Okay, Jared, this next interview is with Christian Miller. And Christian, what's your title?
Well, I'm VP Sales and Marketing for IPOQUE, a new acquired company for Rohde Schwarz.
So you should be good about right there. Okay. You ready?
I'm right.
Okay. So Christian, tell us about the evolution of IPOQUE, going back a couple years to the acquisition and now the evolution of IPOQUE within Rohde Schwarz.
Well, it's a very important technology for us now to get this IP awareness. We are very radio-based, and there was a lot of demands from our operators, our customers. And with IPOQUE, we have a solution for doing classification on the IP network, getting user awareness, subscriber awareness, what applications are congesting the network. And we could integrate it in some of our equipment already, test equipment for handset testing. And it's an important technology for infrastructure suppliers where you need some offloading issues or content caching and so on. And as well on the test side, where we have drive test equipment around, where you can have an analytical tool in the network and then doing a correlation there. So I think for Rohde & Schwarz it's a very important step, and it's a new area which we have to integrate. But we are doing good.
Can you maybe, where did you start first integrating the CMW, and why did you make the decision to integrate it there? And then maybe specifically some of the other points of integration with the other test gear, and then we'll talk about where you see it going in the future.
Well, Rohde & Schwarz is a market leader on the terminal test side. And we had a lot of challenges from the operators, how the different smartphones behave in the network. And there is a difference on the behavior when using Skype. Different OS systems of the handsets are reacting differently. Right. And there is a need for optimization on the apps. And operators want to know what the mobiles are doing in the network. And so it was just priority one for us, and we are market leader there.
So can you talk about some of the other places where IPOQUE is showing up? You mentioned licensing earlier on. Maybe talk about some of the other ways IPOQUE is becoming a strategic asset for Rohde & Schwarz.
Well, as mentioned before, I see on the drive test area where we do radio testing with handsets, and we do data throughput, data testing so far. And it's good to have a probe, an analytical probe in the network where you can see what's going on. And on the other side, we talk to the operators, to marketing, to quality assurance. They want to see what's going on besides the operational systems they have inside. And they want to get an awareness for creating new business models. And I think Rohde & Schwarz is a supplier for operators into the test labs, for vendor selection, into network optimization and so on. And for quality assurance, that's another step we can offer, and we can offer additional solutions.
So you made a decision, IPOQUE was a very, very solid enterprise deep packet inspection, and now it's being integrated into all this test equipment. What could you see potentially down the road with this DPI technology?
I think we are just at the beginning of the complete story. And our main focus at the moment is to get integrated into the networks where we do licensing models with infrastructure suppliers. We are talking to the main suppliers, integrated into switches, integrated maybe for some policy enforcement technologies and so on. I think from Rohde & Schwarz side, operators are a very important customer segment for us. Wireless communication is an important segment for us, and this is now an evolution, a development step where we have to go step by step. But we are talking with infrastructure suppliers, we are talking with value-added service suppliers, and everywhere where you need a classification on the IP side, these are potential customers for us. IT security, next generation firewalls, and so on.
You mentioned the word classification a couple times. It's the first time I've heard that word used in this context. What does it mean?
To classify the IP traffic on an application layer, so layer 7. Rohde & Schwarz is coming very often from the physical layer up to the signaling, up to protocol layers, so radio link control and so on. And now we have something in addition where we can go up to layer 7. And this is very crucial to get this subscriber and the usage of the network.
Christian, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Jeff, for coming by.